Dear hosts, we're back with another episode here at the Hosting Journey where we talk all about Airbnb and short-term rentals. And today we are talking about the products not to buy for your short-term rental. Yes, I know how important it is to know what to get, but just as important is what not to buy. Don't waste any of your hard-earned money on these products. And I'm going to give you the list. And this comes because this year in 2021, I have listed and created 4 different short-term rentals. Yes, 4 different houses that we had to build from scratch. From every single pot and pan, every single dish, everything had to be bought for these houses. And I want to tell you about the products that I will never buy. So let's get to the show. Okay, so the first product that I will never buy, and I have even returned, is a comforter. And there is a difference between what's a comforter and a duvet. So a duvet, you have an insert and a duvet cover. Well, the comforter is just the insert and the top of it all stitched up together. Beds in a bag that you probably see and you're like, oh, they're inexpensive, and they match it. I don't have to think about it. No, I say no to those. Get a duvet insert with a duvet cover. You need to wash and clean that comforter or that duvet cover every guest turnover. And those comforters are very heavy to dry. They take a long time. They're hard to wash and they're hard to dry. And if you're taking them to the laundromat, they get expensive. It becomes about $20 to $30 just for that one piece. So no to comforters. Yes, I get it. It's hard to make the duvet cover, to do the insert. It always takes a long time, but it's a lot easier at the end and a lot cost effective. Second, lamps that take too much space on the night table, where you don't even have space for a phone or a glass of water. Remember, you need some empty space around that lamp. So do not get those lamps that are taking over the entire space. And if you have a tiny lamp, then consider hanging something on the wall, like a sconce with an arm or something like that, so that you have that real estate for your guests. Guests need a place to put a glass of water, a phone, and if they're older like me, a book. Another one is mirrors that you cannot attach to a wall or behind a door. Even leaning mirrors, you can attach them. You do not want anything loose because all you need is for someone to bump into that mirror and for it to come down and have an accident. So it's prevention. Microfiber sheets. Just say no. Do I need to talk about this? Let's not buy microfiber sheets. They get pilly and you can sleep, or they get too hot and they're just not comfortable. Target Threshold Performance Sheets. They're not too expensive. Great to buy them on sale. And they're the ones that I go to. Even though they are not perfectly wrinkle-free, I prefer that than the microfibers. Okay? Another thing is thick bath mats or rugs or thick towels. You have to think about the drying time. And a thick bath mat, it's great. Your toes feel so wonderful. But they're horrible. They take too long to dry. Believe me, don't get them. There's a bath mat that looks like a towel that you could just, your cleaning person can just grab and put them with the towels, and it's easier because that is another product that you have to wash after every turnover. Yes, every guest needs a new bath mat. All right, so another product is plastic liners for the shower or inexpensive shower rings. I like to get the washable liners and the rings that are 2 of them, like that they're a little hook. So you have the shower curtain on one side and the liner on the other. And like that is easy to replace and wash up. And the liners, just get something that you can wash and rinse and reuse again and again. Another one, expensive glasses, wine glasses, dishes, or cutlery. They're going to break. The glasses are going to break. The wine glasses are going to break. So you don't want expensive one. You could still buy some good ones, but don't spent a lot of money. And I just updated the checklist with some new glasses that I'm using the last 2 Airbnbs because I like them a little bit better than what I used to use before. And then with cutlery, I don't know why, but forks disappear and knives disappear. So you want to be able to replenish those, so you don't want to spend too much money on that. You do not want them to look super cheap or anything like that, but you want, something middle. Another one, no regular locks on my front doors. I have a smart lock or a lockbox. I do not want to have to check in my guests personally. I need to have Ellijay. And so those Javier Martinez in Puerto Rico. So a Schlage Encode Wi-Fi lock is the one that I've been using with all my properties for the last 4 years. And I totally love and adore. I also make sure that I keep the front key for that lock in a lockbox, just in case anything happens. And in the property in Puerto Rico, because we cannot have a smart lock, we have a lockbox. So like that, our guests do not disturb us when they arrive super early or super late. Now, from Sarah Dendels, and she's a member of the Facebook group, The Hosting Journey, she said no perishable foods, the waste. And when I started back in 2010, I used to leave food for my guests, like bananas and eggs and bread and milk. Yes, it was lovely. And there was a lot of waste of food. So nowadays, I do not. I do provide coffee and tea, sugar and olive oil and vinegar and spices, things like that will not be wasted right away. But fruits, I do not. All right, now I need to put on my glasses because Dana Learley, she is a host of the Facebook group and cleaning company. She says, I will not buy jute rugs for pet-friendly properties. I will not buy plastic shower liners or cheap shower rings. I won't buy microfiber linens. I won't buy black anything for pet-friendly properties. Cheap non-stick cookware is a big no-no. Thick body towels. And she will not buy bunk beds. I need to find out why no to bunk beds. Because I'm curious about that one. I don't have any bunk beds in any of my properties, but I want to know why no bunk beds. Then Tony Vincent says cheap toilet paper or too nice of it as well because it always clogs the toilet. So he buys Cordonel. That's the one he gets. I tend to use the Costco brand. I like that one. Ken Daniel says the last one. And this is one that Javier and I were talking about as well. And Ken Daniel says, I won't use anything in my short-term rental to which I have an emotional attachment, whether it's a flower vase or a water pitcher or a piece of art. Nothing that will leave me saddened by its destruction or theft. Yes, dear host, if you have anything in your property that you love and adore, do not have it at your short-term rental because what happens if it breaks? Or what happens if your guest uses it and finishes it and tosses it because it's just at the short-term rental? And I'm not saying not to have nice things at your Airbnb, but I'm saying if you have any emotional attachment to it, do not use it at your short-term rental. Now, am I missing any products? Anything that you're saying, I will never buy this? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, press like, subscribe, and get notified for more videos of the hosting journey. I'll see you in the next one.